Okay, good evening and welcome back to the YouTube channel and podcast of Wheel of Data. It's so hilarious, this thing that is in Windows 10. There is a built-in functionality to record what you do on the screen and at the same time speak and make a video on the fly as I'm doing for these videos of Wheel of Data. But this functionality is for games. It's thought for that you record what you do while you are playing. So, for example, if you push the shortcut for opening the bar from which you can start the video, he asks you, or better, it asks you, I should say, are you sure it is a game? You want to open the bar game, the game bar? Is this a game? And you have to say yes, it's a game that I'm going to do. And when you finish, it tells you, okay, the clip of your game has been recorded. Well, he's right in some sense. That I'm just doing this in my spare time, but I don't know if I would properly call it a game, but for Windows 10, it is a game. Okay, apart from this parentheses, tonight I'll talk a bit about Jupyter and for pointing your attention to this wonderful thing that is how powerful it is because if you are a programmer and I'm a programmer, when you see these tools that make specific things easy, you always tend to think, but do I really need it? I have Java, I have C++, I have a lot of programming languages that are so powerful. Why do I need Jupyter now? Why do I need a new programming language now? Well, this is one possible answer. For the truth, there are a lot of other answers to these questions, but this is one possible answer because what you are doing with what we are doing with these 6 lines of code that include 2 imports, not so with four lines of code. What do? We open a connection to a database, we read a CSV, we build a table, that is we create, okay, we execute a SQL create that is automatically done, taking names of columns and data types from the CSV that you have read. And here you make the table and you fill it. And with this line of code, you read the content of the table and you have it immediately displayed in the form of a table. And you have done it in 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of code in Jupyter. So why using Jupyter makes sense for data science? Well, for example, because with 4 lines of code, you read a CSV, make a SQL table that is appropriate for the data that is in this CSV, and you display this data in a user-friendly manner. In the following videos, for example, tomorrow I have already planned that I'll show you how easy it is, for example, to display the relation between 2 data columns in a table. That is how you display the correlation in a graphic. So in a graphical manner with 10 lines of code. Easy to understand, human readable almost lines of code. And you still do this with Jupyter. Obviously, you use some extensions within Jupyter. You use pandas, you use the extension, the SQL extension, and so on. But these are tools and extensions that you always have available in Jupyter, because it's so common that you use them. So if you use Jupyter in some environment that is already built and already ready to use, you surely have them available. If you build everything from scratch by yourself, I don't know, it's maybe necessary that you do some work for having this available. But for example, I'm following a course on Coursera that is how could I say, that is from IBM, that is prepared and taught by IBM, and there is a cloud access included, for that you can try do something, and you have Jupyter, and you have everything of this available. Okay. For those that are, I'm realizing now, for those that are just listening and not watching the video, so they have no idea about what is on the screen and what are these lines of code, we have import pandas as the first line. So you have loadtext SQL as the second line. The third line is where you make the connection. So you write %SQL space and the URI, URI, I don't know, of the connection, for making the connection to the database in the host where it is, and so on. Then you have, for example, data frame equal to pandas dot read underscore csv, and you write the internet address of the csv as an argument, and you have opened the csv. Then you write following line 5, %SQL persist data frame, and it's where you use the data frame that you have built here to create a SQL table and to fill the SQL table with the data that is in the CSV. And then you have the last line, %SQL select star from data frame or whatever you wish for the truth, an ordinary SQL query. Other result is that you have the results that are displayed in a human-friendly way, just below the cell where you have written this code. Okay, that's all for tonight. I just recommend, as usual, that you not only listen to what I say, not only read my articles, but take action. We Love Data is thought as a community, so you are strongly encouraged to apply for other accounts and publish your contents, your doubts, your questions, the challenges that you are facing, the solutions that you have found, everything that you could find of interest for the community of data scientists, and not only. For having full details about the purpose of this community, the mission, and how you can get involved, visit the website of the community, that is https://www.welovedata.today. Okay, that's all for tonight. I thank you for your attention. See you.